with that same measure, your external interest payment should go down. But what do we see in the numbers? It has gone up by 1 billion. So that is why I keep saying, let's go beyond the numbers. Because if you tell us the cedi has appreciated, it has gone up by 1 billion. So that is why I keep saying, let's go beyond the numbers. Because if you tell us the cedi has appreciated the dollar by 42%, your interest payment should also come down. But why is it that in the numbers, the revised budget, your interest payments, external interest payments, has gone up by 1 billion? Thank you very much. Very, very artificial. Mr. Speaker, government claims they are spending in the right places. You are spending in the right places. But the oil that government will use to sort of generate the activities in the various ministries, departments, and agencies, what do you see? Government budgeted about 3 billion for the first half of the year for the ministries, departments, and agencies as their goods and services. What do we see? About 1.something billion. So you ask yourself, how are they working? You claim you are spending in the right places. Look at your capital expenditure. You budgeted 32 billion for your capital expenditure. Look at what they have done, Mr. Speaker. Nothing. 7.1 billion Ghana cedis. You are spending at the right places. Contractors are crying. Infrastructure is down. And you claim you are spending at the right places. You have 32 billion as your capital expenditure for the year. And 7 months down the line, you have only spent 7.1 billion. Do you call this the right places? Mr. Speaker, if you pay statutory payments, you have done nothing because it is statutory. You ought to pay. But how about the discretionary payments that you need to make? That is not there. Mr. Speaker, again, Mr. Speaker, the minister claims they are spending at the right places. Look in the mid-year budget review. GRA, Ghana Revenue Authority, they overshot their own half-year spending from 2.38 billion to 2.4 billion. GRA went up over and above their spending. And the minister claims he's spending at the right places, right under the nose of the minister. This is what is happening. And so how can the minister come here and tell us, I am spending at the right places? GRA that is supposed to collect revenues on our behalf, they are ending up spending more than has been allocated to them in the budget. Mr. Speaker, again, we've talked about the big push. Mr. Speaker, it is worrying. Because if you tell Ghanaians that you are coming up with a policy that you're going to spend $10 billion in 4 years, and all you can do is less than $1 billion in the first year. And even with that, availability of funds is difficult. Look in the numbers. The numbers will tell you that, Mr. Speaker, they haven't done anything substantial. And so if the minister tells us you are spending in the right places, we go beyond the numbers to see what the minister has actually done. Mr. Speaker, again, the ranking member mentioned about the non-spending under the gold board. Meanwhile, there are a lot of classrooms that need upgrades, even common chalk, hospital gloves. And so if you ring-fence this huge amount of money that can be used for equally important things, and you give it to gold board, and it's just there, they are not using it, and you claim what? You are allocating and spending at the right places. This is where the minister has gone wrong. Talk, indeed, they say, is cheap. Mr. Speaker, let us also go to the revenue numbers. It is also peddling a lot of untruths in here. Mr. Speaker, we were in this chamber when the minister came under certificate of urgency to introduce the popularly known revenue measure called the D-levy. In discussions with the Finance Committee and on this floor, the minister told us that this particular revenue measure was going to raise about 5.7 billion Ghana cedis. And so in the minister revising the revenue numbers, when you look in the revised the budget, the minister is telling us that the 5.7 billion, that assuming you even, collect it for just 5 months, you should get about 2.3 billion Ghana cedis. The minister has only put in there 1.1 billion Ghana cedis. Thank you very much. 1.1 billion, something that is supposed to give you a minimum of 2.2 billion. Then the minister will put 1.1 billion. He's able to raise the 2.2 billion, and he says, pat me on the back because I have exceeded my revenue. Mr. Speaker, this is the untruth I'm talking about. But when you look at the revenue numbers that have been revised, The minister is adding 2 billion to the revenue numbers. So where is the minister getting that 2 billion from when he has only allocated 1.1 billion? This is what I'm talking about, that the revenue numbers are peddling a lot of untruths, Mr. of plantain and not aroma rice. As for the price of cassava and not all the sophisticated things the minister came to announce here. You ask for the price and it tells you that clearly they are not feeling it on the ground. The minister also mentioned that they are he's trying to see how he can reduce the items in the inflation basket. And so they are going to work on food prices. In one hand, he says, I'm trying very hard. I'm going to introduce policies that will increase food production. And in another hand, he's bringing a measure that will increase transport fares by more than 30–40%. So you see the disconnect. There's no connection between policies. And that is what the minister ought to address. And not come here and say all the nice words, but in actual fact, it is nothing and results in nothing, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, again, we were here when the minister said that the Ghana reference rate has moved from 29.3% to 24%. So when you talk about inflation moving from 23.8% to 13%, but the Ghana reference rate, that is what the households and the small businesses feel. And that is why he stood here and pleaded with traders and pleaded with manufacturers to reduce the prices of their goods, because clearly he knows they are not feeling it. So he has to come here and beg them and ask them to do that. One other thing that the minister did, the minister said, no more are we going to quote items in foreign currency. And that from the day he read the mid-year budget review, we should put a stop to it. But I remember very well, last year, the Finance Committee chairperson telling us that don't mind anybody who tells you not to keep your money in dollars. But we here are law-abiding citizens. We love our country. We will heed to what the minister has said and make sure we do everything possible. We will make sure to do everything possible to contribute our bit to help strengthen the cedi against the dollar.
So once he is able to dress like an army officer or a navy officer, he should dress like the soldiers and then go to Boko and then join the soldiers that he has sent there to go and fight the battle himself. Because his mouth has caused distance. Even though they were fighting by my sister, during President Nanado's time, it wasn't like this. This time it has escalated. So we expect President Mahama that once he has ruled in favor of the Kusasis, she should go there and then make his own district, or he can move all the Kusasis from the land and then create a new land for them. Maybe that one will bring them peace. Because had it not been him saying that, or he would have dialogue with the two chiefs, that, oh, you people are brothers, or you people are relatives. So once Kusasis can marry Mampusis, Mampusis can also marry Kusasis, I don't think there should be war. Or there can be a system that if this one reigns and dies, like they did in, is it Yana's palace or something like that? When this one dies, the next person succeed is another, the Kusasis or something like that, so that they also feel that they are part of the land. Then peace can reign. But once you've taken side, then he should go there and then take all of the Kusasis, get them a new land, and then maybe they can settle there. Then peace will reign in Boko. That's it. Other than that, my sister, this thing that we are saying here, we are saying this and it's going to be in the air. Nothing will happen. Or the Mampusi MP Babai or Nabo Babai should have, the two of them should have combined and then go back to the people. Tell them that, oh, we are sorry. We lied to you people. And therefore, we have come back to correct our mistakes. Saying sorry or telling them that we lied to you would have helped them than to be saying this, that, somebody is buying guns, somebody is doing that. No. Once there is anger, there is no way that the people will stop. Because they know that the president is behind them. And we know even when they have won election, we voted for them. Look at how the mess that this NDC were causing. Burning offices, burning police stations. So it could be the NDCs are doing these things just to make the government unpopular. Or just to say that the NPP want to make their government unpopular. We know what the NDCs can do. They kill the government. we know what they can do. Yes. So I believe President Mahama, he can fit well in his army attire, and then he will be the commander in chief, and then he will lead them. Oh yeah, let's go and fight, and then they will go and fight the battle, and then they can resolve the issue. Either than that, like I said, they should get them a new land.